Thank you for tuning in to the Brent Usry Show. This is the show where we talk about what's real and what's not. And what's real today is the fact that the ex-president of the United States house was raided for the first time in history. Now I get it that the Democratic Party wants to make it out like he's the worst president ever and he's a criminal and all kinds of things. Most of us believe he was the best president ever. Only the politicians want you to believe he was the worst president ever because, well, they're in the deep state and they're trying to keep him from running again because him and all of the globalists that are running this planet came very close to losing their New World Order. And now they want him out and they want him gone. And the problem is their ace in the hat was this January 6th committee that they figured was going to turn up some sort of charge against him and he was going to go to jail. And Teflon Don, once again, water off a duck's back, nothing seems to affect him. And so now they need something else. I mean, remember the Mueller investigation? That cost a fortune and came up with nothing. So they're pretty sure whatever they found in this storage unit in his house has the secret bullet that they need. That, first of all, they're not going to get any charges against him. And I don't think they're going to discourage anybody from voting for him. Everybody I know that hates Donald Trump doesn't care what was in that unit. They don't care if he's not guilty of anything. They hate him and they don't want him around. And every person that likes Donald Trump would vote for him no matter what evidence comes up. So they can sit around and try to figure out the best way to get rid of Donald Trump, but I don't think he's going anywhere. So now let's talk about what is going on for real, what we really need to worry about. A week ago, they passed a bill in the House. I don't think it's going to go anywhere in the Senate, but this bill is pretty much a gun confiscation bill that outlaws almost every gun. So what does that mean to you? Well, if you don't have a gun, you better go buy one, and you better go buy it today. Go down, if your state's got a 10-day background like in California, go pass that background, go take that test, and get on the list to get your gun. If every gun store is not out of guns already. However, if you haven't got a gun, you better get a gun. You better get lots of bullets, and you better be able to use them, because police do not save anybody. Police show up and mop everybody up. The next thing you need to do is you need to get some storage food. You need to have some food on hand, and there's a lot of storage food places out there that have storage food that lasts 25 years. I got about 2 years worth of storage food for myself. And so if the grocery stores go empty, I got plenty of food. Then you need some water filtration, because you can't store enough water to make it through a problem. And you know, it rains and there's water on the ground, but that's nasty and you need to filter it. Why do I say all this? Because if you don't believe that the president's house getting raided is the beginning of the end, and if you don't believe it's the beginning of the end for the earth and you're not a Bible believer, then you got to at least believe it's the beginning of the end of this country. And yesterday, the Internal Revenue Service expanded by 87,000 IRS agents who are all going to be armed. What do you think they're going to do with those? I think it's a perfect example today when they announced the raid of Trump's house and that the president had been raided. That is merely the Biden administration and the Department of Justice flexing their muscles and telling us, you're next. There's nothing you can do. Now, all I can say is, I don't know if elections are going to help anything, but they're for sure going to try to intimidate everybody to not vote. They want you to feel like, I don't want to be on a list of people that voted for Donald Trump. What if we're next? They got 87,000 IRS agents. Well, we're always going to be fighting the left. And if you think not voting and letting the left have more power is going to cause us to have an easier life, the more power they get, the closer all responsible, decent citizens who obey the law are to jail. Because the Democrats like to let people out of jail who are actual criminals because they need their henchmen on the street attacking decent people. So for sure, make sure that you vote. Make sure you vote in the midterms, and let's set it up. And if Donald Trump runs, let's vote for Donald Trump. And if DeSantis runs, let's vote for DeSantis. And if Kristi Noem runs, let's vote for Kristi Noem. But no matter what happens, I'm not voting for Joe Biden, Chuck Schumer, Gavin Newsom, Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, or Satan. Okay? None of them. And they're all on the same team. So this is our wake-up call. Get yourself some food. Get yourself some water filtration. And get yourself a gun and some ammunition. And learn to use it. And what happens if nothing happens? Well, your food's good for 25 years. And your water filter is going to be good forever. And even if nothing comes of all this, being prepared, there is no penalty for being prepared. The only penalty there is for being unprepared. If you're not prepared when crap goes down, then you're going to suffer the consequences. And if you are prepared, great. But there is no penalty for preparedness. So if the raid of Donald Trump's house did anything, it should be the shot heard around the world that causes all of us to wake up and get prepared. And you might want to open a Bible, because Romans 1:22 says, professing to be wise, they became fools. I don't know anything that describes today any more than that. We have been debating for the past 5 years what it is that makes a guy and what it is that makes a girl. 25 years ago, 3-year-olds knew that. And now, all of these wise people out there are getting so smart that they're stupid. So anyways, this has been the Brent Usry Show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being part of this program. And I look forward to talking to you tomorrow about whatever it is that's going crazy. Because something seems to go crazy each and every day. Have a great day.